So, when I was thinking of what story I wanted to share about teachers, it was very hard. For those of us who have known Teacher Appreciation is coming, I'm sure you, like me, have had many stories running through your head about the teachers who helped you become who you are. But I wanted to share a story about a famous teacher who was a rabbi. And he grew up studying the Bible, and as he learned it, he asked amazing questions, and he invited people in, and everything he learned, he taught. And then he went on to study Mishnah, and he asked phenomenal questions, and he learned to quote the greats, and everything he learned, he taught. And then he went on to Talmud. Everything he learned, he taught. Commentaries the same. He just kept teaching and teaching everywhere he went. And as he traveled around teaching, people got to know his name. And so eventually they all started coming to him to study. And his name became known far and wide. And everybody wanted to come and learn with him. And while he had started out as pretty humble, just trying to learn, you can imagine that when he kept hearing how wonderful he was, how great he was, how he's an amazing Torah scholar, he started to feel a little proud of himself, maybe even a little full of himself. And he started saying, I've heard I'm great so many times. I think they're right. Don't worry, I'm not talking about Rabbi Barris. He does it in jest. So, you are an amazing scholar, but you use it as a joke. Okay. So it was, this amazing Torah scholar studied everything he could get his hands on, taught everyone who would listen to him. And then he had a dream. And in the dream, an angel came to him and said, Rabbi, you've learned so much. What is it that you have always wanted to know that you don't know? And the rabbi said, I know from reading the rabbis of the Talmud that when I go to Olam Haba, when I go to the next world, when I die and go to heaven, that I'm going to have a study partner. And that it's going to be an amazing study partner, unlike the study partners I've had here on earth. Can you tell me who my chavruta is going to be? Who my study partner is going to be? I can't wait to see who I will learn from, since really everybody comes to learn from me. And the angel said, you're very lucky, Rabbi, because your chavruta lives just 3 miles away from you. Her name is Sarah, and she's a baker. And he woke up, and he thought, well, that was a weird dream. Of course I'm not going to learn from a baker. That's ridiculous. But he was going to travel, and he was leaving home, and he got about 3 miles from the house when he heard people on the street talking about the amazing bakery. And so he thought, maybe I'll go in. So he walks into the bakery, and it smells delicious. And it is full of people. Everybody looks happy, they're smiling. He sees a man walking away with tears in his eyes from the counter. And he said, Sir, why are you crying? And he said, it's been a really hard week. I lost my job. And Sarah, the baker, just gave me this bag of bread for free. She is such a mensch. And he turned and he said, oh, Sarah the baker, what a crazy coincidence. And he saw a woman who was laughing and laughing. And he turned to her and he said, what's so funny? And she said, it's not what's so funny. It's that I can laugh again. I have been so upset since I lost my husband. But Sarah has brought me so much joy, and she has made me laugh again. What a mensch. And so it was, he kept hearing stories about Sarah and how kind she was, and how loving she was, and how she knew how to feed people not just good food, but really what they needed to nourish their souls. And so he came up to her and said, "Sarah?" And she said, "Yes." And he said, "I had a dream that in the world to come, we were going to be study partners, and we were going to learn together. But I'm worried that I'll have nothing to teach you." So I wanted to share this story because we are so blessed with our teachers here that they teach us such good text and really such good heart. They give our children all of the knowledge they need to succeed and to be good mensches in the world, and they give them love.